it seems like the going topic around MMA right now is real simple. Yes or no? Khabib, Tony, April 18th. Does it happen? Yes or no? And first off, I'm on the side of yes, but there's a lot of moving parts, aren't there? And then every time you think you've got this whole thing figured out, very next day, I mean, it's kind of weird things going on right now. I got to tell you, though, the story of Tony and Khabib, I feel like isn't being told to the people. And the reason for that, in large part, is the story's changed, okay? If you thought this was about the champion of the world in Khabib versus the #1 contender in Tony, you are right. But you're also stuck 2 months ago. That's not what the point is. Guys, you make sure you understand this. Khabib Nurmagomedov deserves more credit and more praise than I rhetorically have the ability to get him. Understand this. Khabib doesn't need any more money. Khabib has never been fighting for money. Remember the commission took his money and he told him keep the money and it wasn't a joke? He said he meant it. He's never been fighting for money. So put that on hold. He's either 28 or 29-0. Point being, I do this for a living. He's won so goddamn many fights, I've lost track. He's lost one round in his whole career. He's the sitting, reigning champion of the world. Hold that thought, because then you also have to understand, he has one job. He has one responsibility to himself and to his team. It's not to beat Tony Ferguson. His one and only thing he has to do is keep that belt. He has every opportunity to blink right now. Every opportunity, and nobody can or would question him. He's not doing it. And the reason he's not doing it is because he's got a personal problem with Tony, or he's just dying to beat up Tony, or he needs the money or the exposure or the fame, or he needs another belt for his man. It's none of those things. He's doing it because he has an integrity to the sport. And when you're an athlete and you get into sport, there are so many times where you're going to want to be selfish and go, what do I do that's best for me? The greats will always ask themselves a different question. What is best for sport? Whatever is best for the sport is what I do. He is staying in this fight without blinking or flinching or offering any excuse, because he has a respect for what Tony Ferguson went through. And whether he's got a clash with him coming up, or a personal conflict, or you saw a press conference and a little back and forth, overarching over everything, he respects that Tony Ferguson scratched and clawed his way to this world title fight. He respects that Tony earns it. The only one here that loses out, this isn't about Dana and this isn't about Khabib. Those guys already got it made. There's one guy that has to lose out if this fight doesn't go down. It's Tony Ferguson. And the fact that Khabib is not taking that from him, that is the story of inspiration. That is a story of drive. That is a story of courage. And that is a story of integrity. And if you think anything, you cheer for whoever the hell you want in that fight. But if you don't appreciate the time we're in, and the fact that the champion of the world, whose only responsibility is to stay champion, has not once blinked, you're missing out.